Hi everyone, so today we are going to take you through our 2 new palettes that were done in collaboration with Sophie Cachia. So to get Sophie's glowy base, we're going to start by applying our Rise and Prime Luminescent Primer. So just taking 2 pumps of that on clean fingers and just rubbing that all over the face. The next step in our luminous base routine is going to be foundation, and we're going to be using the Luminous Hydrating Foundation. And all you need to do with this one is take about 2 pumps on the back of the hand and just use a flat top buffing brush to spread that all around the face. Now, continuing on with the base, we're just going to take a little bit of our high coverage concealer and just go over and conceal any kind of blemishes, and also just use it to highlight underneath the eyes and then a little bit on the chin and down the bridge of the nose as well. Then just going back in with our flat top buffing brush, we're just going to blend that all out. Now, just to set everything down and make sure there is no creasing or moving of the foundation or concealer, it's good to go in with a finishing powder. So we're just going to use the NGM Natural Ground Minerals Finishing Illuminator just on a powder brush and just tap it in areas of the face that typically get oily. So just under the eyes, down the T-zone, on the chin, and a little bit on the forehead as well. Now it's time for brows, so going to be using the Brow Master Creamy Brow Pomade in the shade Hickory, and just on our little angled eyebrow brush, we're first going to just brush up the eyebrows. Take a little bit of your pomade on your angled brush and just fill in any areas that have any sort of sparsity, or if there's any gaps that you'd like to fill in. Then to set those brows in place, just taking a little bit of the clear mascara, and this is just going to make sure that they don't move throughout the day and they stay nice and shaped. Now moving on to the complexion side of things, we're going to dip into the On The Go palette. So as you can see, we have a banana powder, a golden highlight, we have a contour shade, a blush, and then a pearl highlight. So first going in with the banana powder. Now the purpose of a banana powder is just to brighten under the eyes essentially, or anywhere else on the face that you want to highlight, because it has a slight yellow undertone, so it's going to counteract any darkness. So just going in with a powder brush, taking a little bit of banana powder and just popping it underneath the eyes on both sides. Now if you want to highlight anywhere else on the face, you might want to use the banana powder as well, kind of in the center of the forehead, a little bit down the nose, and then a little bit on the chin. Then next we're going to dip into the contour shade. So this one is really good for chiseling out the cheekbones and also adding a little bit of glow around the face. So with our angled contour brush, we're going to take a little bit of that and then tap off any excess, and then just sweep it from the back of the cheekbone all the way down to about the middle of the brow. You don't want to go any further than that. And then just to warm up the face, it's good to take a little bit of the contour shade and kind of just dust it around the temples and around the side of the face, and that's also going to make your contour look a little bit more blended and holistic with the face. So just taking a little eyeshadow blending brush, just pop a little bit of contour shade on that, tap off the excess, and then just bring it down the side of the nose. Then next we'll just go in with our blush, so just on a powder brush, picking up a little bit of that beautiful peachy pink blush color and just popping it kind of on the apples of the cheeks and blending it back towards the temples. Then now it's time to dip into the highlighter. So we have 2 highlighter options here. We have the golden highlight and the pearl highlight. Depending on your skin tone, you might have a preference. Just going in with an angled tapered powder brush, just picking up, I'm gonna go with the pearl highlight, and then you can just pop that on the top of the cheekbones, and then a little bit kind of in a C shape, just around the eyebrow, a little bit down the center of the nose, and a little bit on the Cupid's bow as well. Now if you want a little bit more of a targeted highlight on your brow bone and inner corner, you can just go in with a flat eyeshadow brush and then take that shade and then sweep it under the arch of the brow, and that's just going to pick up the light and really make that part of the eyebrow protrude, and it's going to look really nice and make your eyeshadow pop. And then you can also take a little bit and just pop it on the inner corner. So now moving on to eyeshadow, you can see in the palette we have 3 rows. So first we're just going to go in with a transition shade in the crease. So we're going to take this brown kind of cool tone color here called Steel on a fluffy blending brush. and just kind of sweep that back and forth through the crease in a windshield wiper motions. Now, if you want to create a bit more of a cat eye effect with this look, all you need to do is kind of sweep the shadow out on the corners, and that's just going to elongate the eye slightly. So if you like that kind of look, you can do this with this eyeshadow. Then using the leftover color on the blender brush, we're just going to bring that on the lower lash line as well. If you want to add a little bit more colour or pizzazz to your daytime eyeshadow look, so we're just going to go in with this shade Amelia, which is kind of like an orangey yellow colour, and just pop that all over the mobile lid. For these shades, you can just use a flat top eyeshadow brush. Then to tie the look together, you can just go in with a slightly darker brown shade to deepen up the crease. So again, on the fluffy blending brush, we're just going to take this slightly darker brown and then just pop that through the outer edge of the crease. Then again, with that leftover darker brown shade on the blender brush, you can just bring that down on the lower lash line as well. So we'll just take this kind of pearly colour here, and then you can just pop that on the inner corner. Then all you need to do is finish up with a little bit of your favourite DB mascara and lip colour, and then you are good to go. And there you have the finished daytime look using both of Sophie Cachia's palettes.